Nick Rogness.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Oh, sing and you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and
The rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
oh,
Shake as that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Nick. And now, please be seated. I want to welcome everyone here today to the 2024 Pennsylvania Forward Convention. I'm not sure if anybody else took time yesterday or this morning to look around here in Gettysburg, but even to sing the national anthem in the shadows of this town, this city, and think of the history that took place here and the battles that were fought to preserve the Union. And we're going to take that battle on in a different way moving forward, and that's part of what we're here to do. I believe that the political landscape has been hijacked, and there's a better way for us to come together and make a difference that can have an impact. So I want to thank Ben and Nick and Kelly and Jack and the rest of those who helped to bring things together for us to be here today. Originally, I thought I was going to take 2 minutes and 20 seconds to give a welcome speech. That seems to be the appropriate time for a speech in Gettysburg, but then I saw Ben gave me a half an hour, so I'm going to share a few extra words while we kick things off here today. It was just a year ago, a year and 2 weeks actually, that we gathered here in the same city to form and adopt our bylaws and make Pennsylvania Forward an official entity and launch as a political body. We set some lofty goals of how we were going to progress, and thanks to the contributions of many in this room, the sacrifices of many in this room, we've been able to take huge steps forward in accomplishing that goal and setting the pace for change in Pennsylvania politics that can influence politics even beyond our own state. We're going to hear from some of those people as the day progresses. Craig Snyder's here to talk some about forward messaging and how we can go out and speak about what it is that we're doing, what it is that we're out to accomplish. We have our candidates joining us to share what has motivated them to step up and run as a forward candidate and bring a message of change and how important that is. I'm going to share some later on some of the work that needs to be accomplished in order to get those candidates on the ballot and make sure that people can vote. Part of what we're trying to accomplish is to get to that political party status, and that's going to take efforts from everyone in this room. when we first set out to have this convention, I'm just going to, call out the elephant in the room. We had expectations not of having a huge convention, but we did expect to have, 70 to 80 people here. And we have about half that number. And I'm not disappointed by that, because I know that the people in this room are serious about getting the work done. It is going to take additional people joining us. And so part of the challenge that is going to be laid out as we talk with everyone and we hear from everyone today is how can you invite others into what it is that we're looking to accomplish? What friends do you have? What family do you have? Who can you inspire? What I lean on a lot, and what many of you have heard me say, my own way of describing forward is the forward ethic. We want to build engagement. That's where it starts. And today is going to be a day of engagement. And I hope that everyone can treat each other with the proper level of values and principles and respect so we can all be heard as we have conversations today. And we need to extend that invitation to others that we're in contact with. And through that, we build trust. And trust is something that's been lost. Nobody trusts the judgments of the courts, right? No one trusts that their vote is going to count. That's why they don't get involved anymore. That's why they're bailing out of politics. We need to give them a welcome mat, a place where they can get back involved. We need to build hope that if you get involved, if you speak up, if you are going to stand for something, it can actually influence change. It's not going to stop just at a meeting. We're not here to play politics. We're here to actually bring about change. And that's where the I is, and we're going to inspire action. That action starts with showing up here today. It's going to lead to knocking on doors or standing in parking lots to get signatures for our candidates. It's going to lead to having conversations over coffee or over a beer or over a family dinner. There's lots of other ways that we can invite people to take action alongside of us and actually influence change. And it all will lead to building a community where we don't have to be fearful when the topic of politics comes up. We can be emboldened that politics can bring us together, that we can have that hope that things are going to get better and that our children are going to have a better world than what we're experiencing today. That was always part of the American dream, was that things are always getting better. You have a chance to have a better life and build a better future. And there's many that don't have that hope right now. It's leading to record deaths of despair that we can't afford to see continue. It's leading to lots of discouraging words, lots of hate and vitriol, things that we can't tolerate. But we can't combat hate with hate. I'll lean into, and I'm not promising you I'm not going to get this t-shirt and use it when I'm out collecting signatures. But I've definitely put the hashtag out there on my social media where it just says, I hate politics. Because that's how most Americans feel right now. They're tired of it. But we're here to bring that hope. If we can invite people in to engage, if we can build trust, if we can build hope, if we can inspire action and have a community where it's comfortable, where we can be hopeful and know that the future is going to be better than what we've experienced in the past, then I think that we can change that. I hate politics doesn't need to be where it is. And so that's what we're here to talk about today. So thank you for joining us for that. Even though Ben gave me 30 minutes, I went beyond my 2 minutes. I'm going to stop right there and just get the day on. Through that, I shared some of what to expect as we get into the afternoon session. We also have a democracy panel. We have leaders from March on Harrisburg and Fair District joining us for a panel to answer questions and share some of what their organizations are up to. And I think that through those conversations, we need to judge for ourselves individually, where are we on board? How can we get behind the actions that they're doing and support their organizations? Through that, we can build alliances. But let's not pretend, they're not here to endorse us. They're here to share their work. And we're here to reach out and see how we can be champions for their causes when we believe that those causes are going to help bring about the change that we all believe in. And we want to look beyond just those two organizations and continually look for those alliances. That's how we build engagement, is by finding other groups, other organizations, other people who are not going to end at, I'm tired of how things are. They're going to start with, how can I make things better? So thank you all. And at this point, we're going to enter into the business portion of the day. So this morning, we're going to be discussing the officers that need to be filled, as well as bylaw changes. So this is the exciting part of the day. And for this, I am going to appoint, looking for the right word, I'm going to appoint Ben to run this business section of the day.
As presider.
As the presider of the, thank you. See, let me take just one more.
Duquesne Law School.
Ben has done so much over the last 2 years, over the last year, over the last 60 days in preparing for today. He's one who helps to keep a lot of the details in place. And he made sure that today happened, along with help from many others. I don't want to take away from Nick and Jack and the others who contributed, but I do want to recognize the number of hours and the sacrifice that Ben's made to help bring things here together. So while I'm appointing him, let's welcome him and thank him with our applause. Thank you.